I am fully aware I look like I'm straight out of the 90s. I did not mean for it to look this way, so sorry. Hello girls, gays, and non-binary babes. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about some more sapphic female books that I like, that you will like, hopefully. That's the goal. This is round 4 of these recommendations. We're still going strong, guys. We are still going strong. There is not an end in sight for these videos, so I hope you're ready. So, if you're not aware of what I do during these videos, basically I recommend some female books. The original titles were female books that don't suck, but I feel now as if it comes off a little aggressive to people who have never seen, you know, the videos. So we're changing it up a little bit, making it a little bit more appealing to a wider audience. So yeah, we're gonna talk about some sapphic books today. I'm very excited. I hope you enjoy. Let's jump right on into it. Before we do that though, I do want to take a quick moment and talk about my nail polish. I don't know if you can see. I'll take a better shot so you guys can see. So the company is called Nail Addicts LA, and this is their little bottle. This is not the color I used. Obviously mine's gray. This is an orangey color, but this is like the only one I have on hand right now. And they have a bunch of gel polishes, and they reached out to me, wanted to send me some and have me talk about them. And I was like, you know what? I love me some nail polish, so I'm gonna do that. And you know what? I'm a gel nail polish person now, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't at first, but I think I am now. Yeah, it's incredible. And if you're like me, every time I do my nails, as soon as I finish, I'm like, I wanted to like do everything, but your nails are wet and you're like, I can't do anything. But with gel, it's like immediately dry. Anyway, they sent me 4 colors and I got a peel off base coat so that I can switch them out if I want really quickly. But yeah, I really love the polishes, and especially this gray. I am obsessed with it. I've been looking for like a light gray color for so long, and I finally found it and I love it so much. I do have a link down below and a code for 45% off of 2 nail polishes, which is a pretty good deal if I do say so myself. So yeah, if you're interested, check it out. If not, don't worry about it. But yeah, let's get back to the video now. So the first book I want to talk about is one you have already probably heard of. This has been mentioned quite a lot on many different platforms by many different people, and that is Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. This is a sapphic contemporary that follows a girl who, in the first chapter, we find out she has gone to Vegas and gotten married to a woman she doesn't even know. And she's now home and she's dealing with having a degree but not being able to find a job, which is super relatable in this economy. Personally, I didn't find it like relatable because I never went to college, but everybody I know that reads this says that it's like so accurate and it made them really emotional, and it was really nice to kind of see somebody else struggling like that. So again, it is sapphic, it's very cute, and it is very good. So if you're going to college and you kind of want to relate to another character's struggles, then I would suggest this one. Like I said, very emotional and really sweet too. So the next book I want to talk about is actually a novella, and that is Yellow Jessamine by Caitlin Starling. I love Caitlin Starling. I think her books are great, and this is her first novella, I believe, and This was really, really good. If you like dark gothic stories, you will like this one. This is about a woman who owns this shipping company of sorts. When the story begins, she is docking and there is a virus that is spreading, and she, you know, thinks it's her fault because of certain things. And there's also a sapphic romance throughout the book, and I really liked it. Even though it's short, it's really sweet and simple, and again, if you like dark gothic stories, especially ones like dealing with plague and stuff, then you'd probably like this. It is like 150 pages also, so you're not risking much time by trying it out, you know? The next book is also by Caitlin Starling, and I realize I never put this book in any of my older videos, so I'm like, why didn't I do that? This is one of my favorite books. So that is The Luminous Dead. This is an adult horror, and it takes place on a different planet, and of course, because capitalism is a thing, companies want to mine on these planets to get resources, money, all of that. But on this planet, there is a creature under the earth that is tunneling through the earth, and it relies on like sound, like echolocation, and our main character kind of lied on her job application, saying that she's more qualified than she actually is, and she's thrown into this expedition, and it doesn't go as planned, and the person who is topside, I guess, talking her through this is fully aware that she is not qualified, and it's kind of like a I know, but do you know I know thing. It's very good. If you like horror, check it out. It's so creepy and scary. I just love this book, and it's fantastic. The next book that I have is another favorite of mine, and that is They Never Learn by Lane Fargo. This was incredible when I read it. It is a dark academia thriller. It's sapphic. What more do you want? It is a revenge fantasy, and it follows two women, one who is a student going to this school, and the other is a teacher who is, you know, like a professor at this school. And the professor is taking it upon herself to identify and dispatch problematic men. And we love that. Like I said, it's sapphic. One of the best books I've ever read. If you haven't read it, you need to, because it's fantastic. I mean, I don't think I have to say anymore. So the next book that I have is A Curse of Roses by Diana Pinguisha. This is a YA fantasy stemming from Portuguese folklore, and this is about a woman who is essentially, I think, to be queen of Portugal, or like a higher up, like princess, whatever. And her people are starving. There's not enough food to go around, and she has a curse that turns everything she eats into flowers. And she wants to try and reverse this curse so that she can turn flowers into food for her people and make sure nobody starves. I thought this was a really beautiful story, and I love learning more about different folklores and mythology, and so this was super fascinating to me, and it was written so beautifully, and like I said, it's sapphic, and it was just wonderful. And if you're looking for something based in mythology and something really atmospheric, then I would highly suggest this one. So the last actual physical book that I have for this list is Plain Bad Heroines by Emily M. Danforth. This is actually an arc that I got of it. but it has come out since I read it, so I can finally include it in one of these videos. This is another dark academia horror, which follows two timelines. One in, I can't remember when, but like the olden days, like maybe like 1890s, something like that. I don't know, but the way back when, and it follows two girls at this school and what happens to them. And it also follows present day, where there are three main characters who are all involved in this movie production of these two girls from like the 1890s, their lives, because a book was written about it and it was pretty popular, and now they are making a movie. And like I said, it's dark academia, it's horror, and the school that they're at is like kind of haunted. There's a lot of mystery behind it, strange things are happening. It's really, really creepy and really dark, and I really like this one. Honestly, if you haven't picked it up yet, you need to. This is also the author of The Miseducation of Cameron Post, so like the OG sapphic book. I think y'all should pick this up. So the next book that I have, I actually read an arc of, and that is Sorrowland by Rivers Solomon. This was so much packed into one little book. So obviously, like all the books in this video, it is sapphic, but it follows a young girl who escapes a cult, and she's pregnant, and she ends up giving birth in the woods to twins, and she raises them, and it follows like their lives living in the woods for years and years, and what happened to the main character in this cult, and how she may have these abilities because of it. And it's all really, really fascinating, and I just love the story, and it's definitely a story where you get to know the main characters, and it's definitely character driven. So if you like that kind of story, you like a good, interesting, like fun character, then you will like this one. It's just so good, and yeah, it's just incredible. I really, really love this book, and I think more people should be reading it. So next I have to recommend for you Malice by Heather Walter, I believe the author's name is, and this is a Maleficent retelling, and it is an adult fantasy. In this book, it's a long book, but this book in particular, in the duology, I believe it will be, it's really setting up for what the second book will be. And so the ending of this was incredible, and if you're like reading it and you're like, I can't quite get into it, push through to the end, because once you hit the end, you'll be like, I need the second book immediately. And I know the second book is going to be where all the good stuff is at, all of the evil main character and power, like too much power for one person. Like, I can't wait. And if you like a retelling that isn't spot on, then you'd like this one. It's kind of a loose retelling, but there are hints of the original story in there, and I really like stories like that, so yes, obviously I have to recommend this one. And the final book, ending with another morally gray character, we have Beyond the Ruby Veil by Mara Fitzgerald? Fitz something. You'll see a picture up here. But this is a YA, and it follows, like I said, a morally gray character, and she lives in this city where it is kind of run by the water Kriya, and if you get a mark on your body, you're taken to the tower, and she like bleeds you dry so that the city can have water. But our main character discovers that that's not quite what is happening. So there's a little bit of mystery. I'll leave it at that, but I do think I would have liked the main character in this one to have been like a little bit more evil, you know? But maybe we'll get that in the second book, who knows? But overall, still really good, and if you like morally gray characters, then this is the one for you. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know some of your favorite sapphic female books down below. I am always looking for new recommendations. So yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!